What is going on? This is Sergio GPHC, and welcome back to a special edition of Baseball Beers and the Baltimore Orioles baseball team. I've been having some major computer issues because you guys know I don't get my computer from the blue and gold store, so I just had to fix it up. Let me take off the specs. So I'm currently watching the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and last time I checked, it was 7-1, 7-2. We got Grayson Rodriguez pitching. I was excited to watch the game today because they called up another one of their top prospects, Heston Jerstad. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. It says KJ, whatnot. And let's see here. Grayson, you know, I really have a great future looking for the Orioles to be doing good in the next years. But a little teaser here. I'm going to change the subject really quick. We got Dylan Tate coming in here for Texas Rangers. He was a first-round pick, second-round pick for Texas Rangers. But I'm going to say straight off, Caitlin Clark is going to be costing herself millions of dollars, and she's making women in the WNBA look really, really bad. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will get to that in a second. But I feel bad for Caitlin Clark. She's being taken advantage of, and she needs to fix it. So, anyways, we got a 7-3 score. Angels are batting. We just had a line drive second baseman, and double play. Got the guy at first base, and there we go. And that's going to be the end of the fifth inning, 7-3. It was a line drive to Jackson Holiday, and he snagged it through to first base, and there you go. Got out of the inning. Freaking nice looking. So we got Jackson Holiday up. We got Adley Rushman. We got Cower. We got Jerstead. We got some great players from Baltimore. Cedric Mullins. I like to get my buddy Shane O'Mac in here, but I don't know if he's going to be answering me. I sent him a message earlier on his official Instagram, and I haven't heard back from him. Let's see here. Oh, here he is. Come on, Lord. We want to talk to you. So he is around. He went to the game on the 13th against the Brewers. We'll ask him if he pulled a Hatter or if he bought his own tickets. We'll see what he says here. And then also I want to see if the professor will come on here. We need some hockey intro here. Tonight we're drinking a specialty beer, plenty of the younger beer here, which was a specialty release. I'm wearing my Delmar Shorebirds MILB hat here. It's the only Oriole hat I can kind of find here. All right. So I was talking about Kim Clark. She got drafted number 1 overall. By the way, also I need an NFL expert here. Who are we going to take, or who are the Bears going to take? Bear fans is usually Hatter here, but he knows nothing about football. Let's just be real, honestly. He knows nothing about football. But he can give us a couple cases here about who Chicago Bears are going to take. I see that the Broncos are going to mess up another promising quarterback here. You're going to say, well, Zach Wilson is not a very promising quarterback, but it is better than – I got to say here, folks, the New York Jets – let me put that in there here for anybody. The New York Jets should not be allowed to draft quarterbacks. Shouldn't be allowed to draft quarterbacks. Almost shouldn't even be able to draft in the first 15 picks of the NFL draft. If you're the New York Jets and even the Giants, I'm just going to say if you're drafting players, you're going to ruin their careers. They got to change this whole thing. You shouldn't be allowed to tank your season. I feel like the best record should get the number 1 pick. And you're going to be like, well, why would they get the number 1 pick? Think about it this way, guys. If we had the best records in football, getting them the number 1 pick, we're giving these players time to develop. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of the times when a player comes through and develops to an NFL player or even a baseball player or a football player, a basketball player, it's because they've had time to develop properly, stay with the team for a minute, and they're not rushed to be like a starter or anything being put into the action right away. And I feel like that's what happens, especially a lot of the time in football, where these guys get drafted in the first through the 15th pick. They're rushed and they're already starting when they have no business starting in an NFL game. They go through the preseasons, they go through the OTAs and everything like that, and they got no business playing football. They should be sitting out for a couple of years, learning, developing, getting the reps that they need, coming into the mop-up games, and then playing. No, so we got to change the rules here. Who wants to start a petition with me for at least for NFL? Baseball is a little bit different. They do go through the minor league systems. They are rushed in some cases. Look at the Baltimore Orioles, for example. They're actually doing really good. They're going at the right pace. But in football, you're getting paid all those umpteen millions of dollars, so people want to see you right away. Why don't we give the best NFL team that has the best record? So whoever wins the Super Bowl, think about it, whoever wins the Super Bowl gets the number one pick. That way, they're not going to be rushed. They're going to get a couple years to develop. You do an extra year on their rookie contract. What I think like a 5 or 6 year. Now they get like a 7 or 8 year deal, and they get on their rookie contract. That way, they get time to develop properly. A lot of people are going to say, "Well, I'm crazy about that. That's just dumb." But I don't know. I think it's actually kind of a cool way of looking at it, and it will encourage teams not to tank to try to get that number one pick, because you want to try to win throughout the season. You want to try to win as many games as possible so you get a higher pick. I don't know. It's something to look at. So obviously, this podcast is streaming. So if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know I'm not doing any more videos anymore. So this is the main reason why. So if you are here, I appreciate it. Say something down in the comment sections. Join the podcast. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some sports. Let's talk about a little bit. We got who's this? Cowser's another young rookie coming up here for the Baltimore Orioles. He just took a walk here in the top of the 6th inning, 3-7. And you guys be watching me. I got the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Well, we're talking about cookies here. Kathy's Cookies. Kathy's Cookies. They've been talking about Kathy's Cookies on the broadcast here. They're trying to get themselves some Kathy's Cookies on the Angels broadcast. And apparently the cookies are more important than the game, because these broadcasters are really into the cookies. Hey, they look like good cookies. Broadcasters really say. I don't know how the cookies taste, but the truck looks really good. So let's see how that works out. So anyways, what was I talking about? So I almost forgot what I was talking about. We were talking about NFL, and I want to talk about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, as you guys know, was the first pick in the WNBA. Oh, there's line drive, second baseman, but the runner for the Baltimore Orioles gets back to first base. That's Cowser gets back to first base. We got Adam Simber pitching here for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. By the way, I was saying earlier, I did pick the Angels to win the World Series this year, so make sure you stay tuned on that. Now that they got rid of that bum, Shohei Ohtani, that gambling bum who's no good for baseball, he's probably, as it is, he's probably betting on his damn teams to lose games and shit, and that's probably why they lost so much. Just how do you not win when you got perennial MVP candidates as Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, and you still can't even freaking make them playoffs? That just doesn't sound right to me. I don't know. Okay, we got Jerstead, who just got called up. He's struck out, lined out here. Let's see if he can get a base hit. Let me put on the old man specs here. We got a foul ball off the foot there. I did have a baseball game today. It ended up being like a little league game. I take a couple little league games before the high school season ends sometimes, just to help out the other guy I work for. That way I kind of stay in tune. So anyways, we got Jersey Mike subs apparently jumping on here. If you guys have been following me, I've been doing I did my first ever 10K, IPA 10K this past weekend. For not training as much as I would really like to, I actually finished it pretty good. 10K is like 6.2 miles. Go O's. Professor Hatter, I need you on here if you can. I need to get your hockey analysis and I don't want to hear about the Vegas Golden Knights. That's an easy cop out. And I want to hear who the Bears are drafting. Apparently the Bears said that they already know who they're going to draft, but they're not saying till Thursday, which is when the draft is going to occur. So I don't know. Baltimore Orioles, that is why we are here. You are not an O's fan. You are not allowed to jump on that bandwagon. We want the O's to actually win, so you're not allowed to be on that bandwagon. Also, I'm talking about Caitlin Clark, how she's being a disgrace. 50-50 on coming on camera. Why? Like you got some 50-50 on Caitlin Clark being a disgrace for women's basketball and being a poor representative of women's basketball all the way around. And if you want to combat me on that one, I am open. Shane gave me permission to be a bandwagon fan. I'll have to ask Shane personally. I don't believe that. So I don't believe that. Shane is way too smart to give you permission because every team you root for loses. And you don't have to ask me. Here we go. Jerstedt foul ball there. And then Hunter Winstead is kind of a little bit of a bum here, making all us umpires look really freaking bad. If you guys don't know, there was a Yankees A's game yesterday morning time, like 10 o'clock my time. And there was a foul ball off of Esteri Ruiz's foot. Boone kind of complained about it. I'm not really sure what he was complaining. It was a clear foul ball off his foot. Hunter Winstead is behind the plate, which he's the son of another former major league umpire. So he's got some bloodlines there in the sense of umpiring, which is kind of cool. Adam Simber pitching, former Cleveland Indians guy there. And I think I have his autograph on Topps. Oh, strike 3! He is out. I was doing the bases today, so I didn't get to show off my strike 3 call. A little lawnmower tug there. But yes, and that's how I do it. I go, 3, you're up. That's how I do it. Anyways, Boone was kind of arguing about the Ruiz hit by pitch or foul ball off the leg type deal, and Hunter's like, Boone, if you say anything else, I'm gonna throw you out. We're done. I'm done. So then nobody said nothing. A fan says something in the stands, and all of a sudden, Boone's looking at his nails, and Winstead says, "See ya." And it's like Boone's like, "I didn't say anything. I don't care. I said the next person." It's like, what the heck is going on? You're throwing Boone out because a fan in the crowd said something to Hunter Wendelstedt. That is ridiculous. Since when are you going to get thrown out as a manager for not saying nothing? I don't know. Let me see if I don't know. I messaged Shane. We don't really see here. When are you live? Would love to. Does Cali still sell the spring? What kind of stupid question is that? I'm live now, dumbass. Does Cali still sell the spring training caps? Why would California not sell spring training hats? I don't freaking know. I don't buy hats no more. Well, that's not entirely true, but let's see here. Now live on YouTube. That is me. So anyway, so I finished my first 10K. I finished it in an hour and 4 minutes, was actually pretty good considering that I don't train as much as I would like. I have another 10K coming up in 2 weeks on May 7th here in my local town, and I don't think that's really a special 10K for I don't remember the name. I think it's just the Windsor 10K. And then I have a 5K in June, and that's going to be kind of a cool one because that one I'm actually going down to LA and it's the Anaheim Angels 5K, and you run partly on the field on the warning track, I believe it is, and out the stadium stuff. So that's going to be really cool. I'll be doing that one in June. They have a game that night against the Detroit Tigers, I believe. So I'm going to try to go to that game. Oh, we got two people in here. Woo! We got 2 people. Let's roll. Woo, woo, woo. I told Jay I might go live. So I told Jay I was going to go live. I kind of miss having Jay around. Jay was my traveling buddy for a couple days and whatnot here when he came and visited. So that was really fun, just having somebody hanging out with. Hatter, come on, dude. I know you like coming on. By the way, Jackson Holiday, if he doesn't get a base hit in the next couple of games, I think he should be sent back to the minor leagues. Good to hear you're running. Unlike you, you're like hella younger than me, and you can't even run to the mailbox. You need to run. Actually, your dad said you don't run either, so I guess I gotta believe that. Uh, what was I saying? I don't even freaking know. Here we go. We got a pitch to Rengifo. He lines out to Jackson Holidays. Oh yeah, Jackson Holidays. I should run. Yes. LOL. I dad not. Well, at least the O's fan won. Uh, I dod not. I dod not. I dod not. Okay. Well, at least O's fan number one. I did not. I did not. We got it though. We got it. We got it. Bandwagon fan. Oh, okay. We got the controversy solved. Apparently, O's fan number one, who is Shane O'Mac, if you guys don't know, did not give Professor Hatter permission to be an Orioles bandwagon fan. I'm just saying, I don't give permission to Hatter to be a bandwagon fan. If anybody should be a bandwagon fan, it should be me. But I'm still on the Mariners bandwagon fan, even though they've dropped off. They dropped off a couple passengers off their bandwagon a couple years ago when they got rid of Kyle Lewis there to Arizona. Not too happy about that. I felt like the Mariners were making the right moves, and now we got the Orioles making the right moves. I'm going to be super excited for the Orioles to be able to compete. I think their last championship was in 1983. Top of my head stuff, top of the head stuff, people. I do all my shit off the top of the head. So you have to correct me if I'm wrong. 1983 was the last time they won a world championship. So if the Orioles can do good, I'll probably jump on the bandwagon fan. But you know what? I'm a true Orioles fan. Check out this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Look at that bird right there. That's one of the better tattoos I have for my baseball. See, I'm a real Orioles fan. Cubs won today. Nobody gives a shit. By the way, I do got Cubs winning the NL Central there, so I guess that's kind of good. My predictions stay up. Also, if you have been listening to me, you could have won thousands of dollars if you were betting on the A's, but nobody ever listens to me. We got Mike Trout, the Trouty guy, batting right now, who is going to hopefully take the Angels to a World Series championship this year, finally, because now they got rid of that bum Shohei Ohtani, as I mentioned earlier. Trout is the man. I give Trout a lot of credit. He could have demanded a trade to any other team he wanted to. He could have gone to the Giants, actually won a World Series championship over the last couple of years, but he decided to stay with the bum losers because they got the dude from Japan. And he didn't want to. He wanted to try to win it with his hometown team, and he strikes out there. So Steve Bartman. Yeah, Steve Bartman. Let's see. Can't update Chrome. We don't care. We will delete that. Let's see. When can I expect that Newfoundland dog that you owe me from that IG message sent you? When can I expect you to learn how to fucking type and talk proper grammar, considering you got a freaking bachelor's and you went to law school for paralegal and you can't even fucking type? Let's see here, because that's the misuse of parentheses. You didn't capitalize the I from that IG message I sent you. You didn't end that sentence there very well either. You're missing a period, and you wouldn't put that after a question mark. And I think Newfoundland, I think that's capitalized because isn't that a country, Newfoundland? Is that a country? I think that is. And then you didn't start your sentence off there with the capital W. So, man, our future is very bleak. Ouch. At least O's fan number one got Steve capitalized, not Bartman, but I'll give him credit for at least capitalizing the first name of the person. And Cubs is a noun. It's a person, place, thing. You got to capitalize Cubs. I'm not saying I'm the most grammatically correct kind of guy, but I try to be. I mean, I spent all that money for my education, and I try to type properly. Not always. I don't always get the quotation marks and the punctuations in the correct place. But come on, can't we just type somewhat normal? Let's see. Sorry, I didn't add the period. You didn't even capitalize sorry. I didn't, and you didn't put the little comma on didn't. Add the period. You didn't capitalize. I see you are on yours. Can I borrow it? So you follow up from a mistake of typing properly with additional mistakes of typing properly. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, I got Matt Moore here pitching. We have former Giants and former Tampa Bay Rays. We got Jackson here, by the way. As I was saying, Jackson Holiday, if he doesn't get a base hit in the next couple of days, or at least his first home run, we got to send his ass back to the minors. How long are we going to stick with these kids who can't even freaking hit the ball? So C-Man is the most prominent Newfie Lewis and Clark's dog. C-Man is the most prominent Newfie. See, that's all properly grammarly correct. Yeah, we got Clark's, we got Lewis, we got dog, we got Newfie. Okay, we got C. I'm not sure what C-Man is though. I'm really not sure, so I can't tell you if the man is supposed to capitalize. But yeah, and that guy he's got a degree from Missouri. I don't know if he's got a bachelor's, and I don't think he became a paralegal. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do all that education, you should use it. By the way, the A's lost 3-4 against the Yankees, and then the Braves won 5-0 against Marlins. All right, Jackson, come on, Jackson, get ahead, get ahead. Oh, he's out. Ring him up, ring him up. Jackson is hitting a quarter. Yeah, he's got to get a home run. He's got to get some base hits. If he doesn't, I'm sending his ass back to the minor leagues. Just plain and simple. I will say though, this is why I'm not GM of the Baltimore Orioles. They will not send him back at all. I can't even watch the Orioles game. See, I got to give O's fan number one proper credit. Other than missing the period at the end of his statement sentence, he got all his grammar correct. I can't even watch the Orioles game. Period. Statement. He could have went with a little punctuation mark, but a period, it's a sentence, it's an ending sentence. It works fine as well. So good statement sentence there here. So, and I don't think Orioles fan has a bachelor's or a science or engineers. Oh yeah, you could go with, yeah, that works too. You could also do a period. So very good job there, Shane. I appreciate the proper grammar. No, I'm not the grammar police, but spend all that money on education, as I said once. You should use it. That's all I'm saying. You know, if this was like any other team, Holiday would probably be back in the minors after about a week or so. And I know it's not any other team. I want him to stay with the Baltimore Orioles for the whole rest of the year. I think that would be really good for him. But it's also not good for his ego and his development to also get ousted as a rookie. By the way, let's just be honest, man. Jackson Holiday just looks like a gnarly kid, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He just looks. Now I know I'm officially old when I'm seeing. I was thinking about this today. It's funny. We got Gunnar Henderson up, by the way, another rookie here. Well, not a rookie. I think he's only been in the league for a couple years, but another star rookie, promising rookie here for the Baltimore Orioles. I was thinking about this. I am really freaking old. Now that I'm watching the kids of guys I used to watch as a kid, I'm seeing their kids, and the same goes for the NFL. I know some of you guys don't know how to use the back little button here, and that's perfectly fine. But, if anybody wants to come on here, here's the link here. I could always use some people to help me rib on people here. And ribbing's always in fun in general. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Jackson is hitting a quarter, graduates from the School of Hard Knocks. There's no hard knocks involved in any of these guys that I see. He's a very large guy who looks like he is a child. He's not even that large of a guy. Shane O'Mac, you're a large guy. You're like 4'1", 350. You're a large guy. Oh, we got a home run by Gunnar Henderson. Just went right field. Yeah. Woo! All right. Gunnar Henderson hit 7th home run of the season off of Matt Moore, 414 feet, 109.4 on the velo. Gives it a 4-7 score. 4'1". I saw him play. Did you get an autograph? Did you get an autograph? That's all I give a shit. I don't care if you saw him play, Shane O'Mac. Shane says, I've lost 22 pounds. What did you do? Shave the beard? That means I've lost 50. I shaved the beard. Wrigley Field turned 100 and nobody gives a shit. Hatter, tear that shit down already. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Why are all these stadiums that are like barely like 20 years old getting torn down, but we got shitty stadiums like Wrigley Field still standing? Ozempics. Is that a steroid or a disease? Or have you been working out? Steroid or disease? I don't know. All these stadiums that are like 20 years old are getting torn the fuck down. Nobody's putting any money into them. Now you're going to say, well, Wrigley Field, the Ricketts put like $150 million into restoration of the field. So we are trying to make it look like a better field. We're trying to create the longevity of the field. But nobody gives a shit about Wrigley. It is one of the worst baseball stadiums in all the baseball stadiums I have visited. If New York Yankees can get torn down and the Oakland A's Stadium, the Coliseum, can get torn down, so can Wrigley Field. Dodger Stadium will get torn down in a couple years, especially once they win a couple World Series. Nobody's going to want to see Dodger Stadium anymore. And the White Sox want a new ballpark after 30 years. No shit. Royals are talking about a new ballpark. The Salt Lake City Coyotes are talking about a new ballpark. Oh my God. Before we get on, I have 4 old people on here. By the way, win 5 games first. You were born blind. Hatter. First of all, that's an insult because I was born blind, so thank you fucking very much, asshole. Second of all, Wrigley Field is one of the worst stadiums in all of baseball. Please tell me how it is better than Pittsburgh or Baltimore. It is not better than San Francisco. It is low-key not even better than the Oakland Coliseum. And the Oakland Coliseum sucks. There's way better parking at the Coliseum. You can get a really cheap seat at the Coliseum. You can go see minor league baseball at the Coliseum. That's basically what I watched at the Cubs game. Well, the only thing that the Wrigley Field has is ivy that wilts during the wintertime and it's all looking shitty. What does Wrigley Field that I want? Bad parking, terrible seating. You got I-beams in the way. The ceilings, I'm 6'5". I'm not even that tall. I'm a short, tall guy. That makes sense. I'm a short, tall guy. I hit my head on the fucking ceilings. That is a hazard to me if anything happens. I'll be the first to be crushed. Citizens Big Part is a great part. Thank you, O's fan. Even the Phillies, see, even he knows better. Orioles, the Phillies park is way better. Wrigley Field just straight sucks ass. Okay? So stop saying that is, you can't even tell me why it's that good of a ballpark. The history. What fucking history? What history does Chicago Cubs have in their ballpark? Oh, we brought it up earlier. Olshan had it earlier. Steve Bartman. We got the history. Thank you. Steve Bartman and Cubs blew their best chance ever for a World Series. They can't win a World Series. They won a World Series in 2016, and then they get rid of all the damn players. They didn't even try to compete for a second World Series. You're so full of shit. When was their last World Series before that? 1906, 1908? Come on. Wrigley Field is not that great of a fucking ballpark. You're full of shit. It's definitely worth going to. No, it's not. I went last year, and it's definitely worth it. Are you talking about Citizens or Wrigley Field? Because if you're talking about Citizens, yeah, Talking about Wrigley Field, I'm putting you in timeout too, because it's definitely not worth going to. It was towards the end of my bucket list, and I only went to second after I went to a Cardinals game. It wasn't even first on the Phillies. It wasn't even first on the visiting list. I visited the Cardinals first. I visited Milwaukee. Actually, I don't know if I visited Milwaukee first. I think I visited Milwaukee second because I went. Milwaukee was towards the end. So yeah. Oh, we got some cookies. We got some cookies. They got the cookies. They started talking about the cookies, and they got the cookies. God dang it. Can I start talking about beer and get some beer? American Ballpark, the Trop. Even the Tropicana is better, but they're talking about replacing that. They got the sea life out there with the stingrays. They got a museum there. You can get some great tickets for cheap prices. They got some unique features like the catwalks out there. Come on, American Ballpark, Cincinnati. Come on, they got some guys. They got this piston, the fire cannons out there. It's next to like a Johnny Rockets. They got the Reds Museum, the Reds Hall of Fame right there. They got the great statues in the front with the Johnny benches. Oh shit. The only one that was mediocre was the Toronto Blue Jays, but yet they had the CNN Center right there. They had the aquarium, the Toronto Aquarium right there. They had some great restaurants around the ballpark right there. They didn't have the Toronto Raptors weren't too far. Fuck the fucking Chicago Cubs. I'm sick and tired of you, Hatter, saying the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field is one of the best ballparks around. It is absolutely shit. They don't even have parking. If I had to do a best of ballparks list, Wrigley Field would be right behind the Oakland A's. Kansas City Royals. There's another good ballpark. Come on, Kansas City Royals. And their ballpark's like 30 years old, so let's tear that shit down. Their ballpark is way better than the fucking Chicago Cubs. The only one the Chicago Cubs beat is maybe the Mariners. And I will say that because the Mariners ballpark, if you ever go, which you most of you guys haven't, there's nothing around the area. There's no restaurants. You can walk a little bit down and you can go to Seattle Seahawks stadium, but there's nothing really around there. I'm going to put you in timeout because you weren't listening. The Baltimore Orioles and the Pittsburgh Pirates are two of the best stadiums in all of baseball. I already said that. I don't need to name anything for Baltimore. They're off the list. Pittsburgh off the list. I should put you in timeout. You jealous that someone else put me in timeout today before you did? Ooh, I did. You got put in timeout on another show? Come on here and tell us about it. How did you get put in timeout, Hatter? Come on. I thought I was the only one that ever put you in timeout. Hatter, come on. You got to share that story, dude. That's a story you got to share. And you got also, thanks for reminding me, by the way. You sent me a picture of some clowns here. And I can't say they're clowns. I don't know who the hell they are, Hatter. You know that. But let's see. Let me see if I can see who they are. That looks kind of like Manny. Did anyone mention how the A's aren't last in the AL West? Professor Hat. Oh, okay. You saw the video I sent you. Well, I'm trying to, but I don't have no volume on it for some reason. Okay, Hatter sent me this video of some guys. I don't know who. They're talking about the Guardians, the Indians, and because he's Mr. Professor Hatter. He's a Cubbies fan. Hatter, who are these guys? No, he doesn't. They're blocking you? At least I don't block you. It's Dad Hat Chronicles Sports Podcast I watch. Are you going to, is Professor Hatter going to timeout? Yeah, he's in timeout right now. Because of that. So they steal my shtick. Oh. All right. I've seen enough. Hatter, I'm putting you in timeout because you deserve a timeout. They're still in my shtick. I'm trying to put you in timeout at least. They're still in my shtick. Putting you in timeout, that's like the whole point of my show is to put you in timeout. You lead the league in timeouts. So I don't know. Did I put you in timeout? You have to chill. You have to. Let's see. Put timer. Put. I don't know. If I put you in timeout, you're good. If I didn't, then no. But I'm really not sure why you got put in timeout. You got put in timeout because you said the A's aren't in last place and the Guardians just got swept. That's pretty tacky. You got put in timeout for that? Even I wouldn't put you in timeout. Let's see here. J38, we have 2 gas stations, 1 hotel, and remnants of a burnt down Denny's near our park. All you need. Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny. By the way, so anyways, I want to talk about, I got 4 whole people on here. Dad Hat Chronicles. By the way, Hatter, isn't that something I told you to start? You should start a Dad Hat channel a long time ago and do videos featuring only dad hats. So somebody stole my idea that I gave to you. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out. I gave you that idea like umpteen years ago to start your own dad hat channel where you'd be the only one featuring dad hats and try to make a living on YouTube featuring one of the few styles that people talk about on YouTube. I did give you that idea a couple years ago. Anyways, so Caitlin Clark, she's a total bum. She shouldn't be allowed to represent the WNBA. And I know she's going to be selling out millions of tickets, whatever, hundreds of thousands of tickets. But here's why I'm mad. I'm not mad about anything per se about what she's done on the basketball court. I think she's a really good player. I think her best days of being a college basketball player are behind her now that she's not going to be in college no more. For Iowa, she's going to be in the WNBA for the Fevers. But how do you sign a 8-year, $28 million contract for Nike endorsement and to have a signature shoe? Well, Caitlin, you might as well just put women back about 15 years because that's what you're doing by signing that 8-year, $25 million contract for Nike. And you're going like, how is she setting women back 15 years? She's getting $25 million for 8 years. Think about it, dumbasses. She's considered one of the best basketball players to come out of college since I don't know who, because I know nothing about women's basketball, and I'm not pretending I do. What I'm telling you is they finally have a freaking woman like that could be the leader of the WNBA and get people really talking about the WNBA. And yes, you got Angel Reese as well. I'm excited. Hopefully, now that she's on the LA Sparks, I can go see Angel Reese play. You know, I went to a WNBA game. I can't say that for anybody else on here that went to a WNBA game because unlike some people who say they support women's sports, they don't actually go to the games. I went to the games. And when the Warriors or Golden State or what are they calling themselves? The Warriors? Golden State? I don't know. When the Golden State Warriors get a WNBA team, I'm going to be going to one of those games too. So I think she's giving up way too much money. She's making that contract way too fucking long. Her career in the WNBA may not even last fucking 8 years. She should have did like a 2-3 year deal for $25 million. How, dude? The 3-on-3 Ice-T, the 3-on-3 basketball league, didn't they offer her $5 million for 3 years to play 3-on-3 basketball? So why did she turn that down to go play in the WNBA where she's going to get paid chump change, and then she's signing an 8-year for $25 million when she had 3 years for $5 million? I think that's what the deal was because I don't think it was longer than that. Talk about equality and all that bullshit. Any NBA player would have said you should have got $50 million for at least $80 million, $10 million a year. Should have signed a shorter contract for more money or a shorter contract for that $25 million. Am I wrong? No, I'm not fucking wrong. Is this going to set a precedent? Yeah, okay, so she got 8 years for $25 million. The next good basketball player that potentially might come up will get 30 whole million. Oh, big fucking whoopie do for 10 years. So I feel like if I can get some comments on this one, I feel like Caitlin Clark did a disservice for herself in the WNBA by signing 8 years for 25 million with Nike. So I just think that's really dumb. Anyways, all right, we got Baltimore losing by 3 runs right now. Let's check out the standings. I know somebody was giving me shit last time I did a podcast when I checked out the standings this early in the season, and I was talking about baseball, about the standings. Let's see here. By the way, Giants are winning 5-0, so that is good. Let's get the standings up here. Shane O'Mac, where you at, dude? I need some Oriole guy here. You jealous of someone put me in timeout? No, I'm not fucking jealous, dude. Where is everybody? I guess everybody hates me. That's okay. Let's go to standings here. Let's check out the standings. We got Baltimore in first place they're tied with the Yankees by 3 games. Boston is 3 games back. Blue Jays 3 games back, and Tampa Bay is 4.5 here. Okay, cool. So Baltimore's in first place. They got a 682 winning percentage, and they lead by losses because the Yankees have a 667 win percentage. Well, I will say that the Yankees are on a better trip right now. They're playing the A's, so they should be able to pick up a couple games here, while the Orioles are facing the Angels, and they're currently losing to the Angels right now, where the Yankees already won 1 game today. Cleveland is up 3.5 over Detroit. My pick for the Central is kind of going to shit right now. Minnesota, they're 9-13, 4 games back, so not doing good. Seattle 12-11. Texas 12-12. With my Angels at 9-14 with 3 games back, while the Texas Rangers are only half a game back. So my Angels are in the middle of the pack, and the Houston Astros are 7-17, which I'm actually really shocked. Honestly, that's a shocker. By the way, if you guys don't know, I did give the Astros a pass now for the cheating. I'm done over that. So let's get back to rooting for the Astros again. I do like Jose Altuve. I like Alice Bregman. So let's get back to them. All right. Next one, we got the Braves. My Phillies are sitting 2 games back here over the Braves, while the Mets, surprisingly, since they don't really have, I mean, on paper they got a good team, but overall they don't got a good team. They're 12-10, while the Washington Nationals are 10-12, and Miami Marlins are 6-19. So my Phillies are 2 games back. We got my Cubs, man. Hatter, you didn't tell me, man, that the Brewers are half a game up on the Cubs. That's actually a shock there to me on the Brewers there. So good for them. Cincinnati, another one of my teams there that I kind of bandwagoned on last year, 1.5. But I wasn't happy that they did trade a lot of their players or get rid of a lot of their players away. By the way, I dropped to 3 viewers. That's okay. St. Louis is still doing shitty. Pittsburgh is doing so-so for what they're doing, but I'm actually surprised that St. Louis is still doing shitty. We got the Dodgers only a 1.5 game lead on the San Diego Padres, with Arizona in 3rd place. The Giants are in 4th place at 11-13 with a 458 winning percentage, 2.5 games back. By the way, I was mentioning earlier that I told you that you could have betted $100 for the year, and you could have won thousands and thousands of dollars. And you're saying, well, how the hell am I going to win thousands and thousands of dollars on $100 bet? And if that's the case, why didn't you bet $100? Well, I don't have like sports books here to gamble or anything like that. And the A's, they're over under for like wins and losses was like really freaking high. And there's no way I projected the A's to lose as many games as the projectors out there. And the A's are 9-15. They haven't had a record. They didn't win their 10th game, and hopefully it doesn't go this bad till like the middle of May last year. So they're already well on track to pass and surpass their record of winning 10 games. In fact, they could be up to like 15 games by the time they won their 10th game last year. So not too bad. Now let's get a look at the hockey scores, since Hatters apparently got stage fright tonight. Let's take a look at some of the fucking hockey scores. I don't know here. Let's see here. What is going on? We got Aaron Hicks batting. See, how's Aaron Hicks even staying in the league at 143, 1 home run, 4 RBIs? We got a pitching coach coming out here. Atkins is pitching. And it looks like, never mind, this was the coach because he just took Atkins out. Johan Ramirez is going to come out. I don't know none of these guys. So, Shane, come on. Do you know any of these guys? Help me out here. I don't know. So we got a pitching change here for the Orioles. I picked up 1 hat I'm waiting for it to get mailed to me, so I'll be looking forward to that. It did not cost me a full price. I did not pay full price for another hat, so I'm very happy about that. Actually, I paid $20 for a USA made hat. So, Kansas City Royals hat, USA made hat, slightly used, but I will freaking take it. So, if you guys don't know, Jay goes to the Royals games there in Kansas City, and he'll stop at the team store and get those player issued hats and stuff. And he had a 7 5/8 Memorial Day hat, 4th of July hat from 2021. $20 Musa. Musa. If you guys don't know, that means made in the USA. Musa, MUSA. $20 plus I got paid shipping, so $30. I paid $30 for a Musa hat, so not too shabby on that. And yeah, so my hat collection is slowly still going. There's just not a lot of hats I really want to buy right now. I mean, I want to get some more of the marble hats and stuff, but I'm not like running out to buy hats like I used to. Hatter's buying hats. Hatter's gonna probably catch up to me. Probably not. I think Hatter's at 700. I'm still moseying my way up to 1700. I'm not officially at 1700, just so you guys know. I'm somewhere around 650 ish, 640 ish. I don't freaking know. I'm somewhere in that demographic area. I shouldn't say demographic because it's not a demographic. I'm somewhere in that area of the mid 600s, 1600s. So, anyways, uh, all right, we got Ramirez here pitching here to the Angels. We got 2 outs, runner on first here. He's gonna throw. Who wants to put money on this here? Just super chat it here. We got Orioles pitcher coming in. He's gonna throw 3 pitches and he's gonna get out of the inning. 3 pitches, he's out of the inning. If I win, you gave me a super chat. If I lose, you gave me a super chat. Okay, so or if I win, I'll pay myself a super chat. Okay, 1 pitch, ball in the dirt there. That's a ball. We got let's see, Hicks pitch hitting. I think that's Aaron Hicks, former New York Yankees. Got Miguel Sano on first base. The authentic store at Camden Yards didn't have very much. They only had the players' weekend caps for over $200 a piece. Holy shit! At the strike down the middle there, strike. That reminds me of when I went to the Dodgers game. They had one player issued hat. It was like a Cody Bellinger, and they wanted like $400 for that hat. So 200, I'm borderline depending on who it is. Oh, I lost the bet already, guys. You guys should have super chatted that dollar because I would have had to pay myself $1 because we're going at least 4 pitches here. So okay, O's fan number 1 here. By the way, if I can make a recommendation, it should be number 1 O's fan. Or was that your original name? I don't know. I keep getting weirded when I say O's fan number 1 instead of number 1 O's fan. Did they have anybody good for $200? Was it anybody's hat worth having for 200? Like, was it a Cedric Mullins? Probably wasn't a Rushman. It definitely wasn't a Jackson. It probably wasn't a Cowser. Who else we got here? So, do we got anybody good for $200? And I already know that my buddy there, Hatter in Chicago, he doesn't help me out on hats at all. So I'm not even going to bother asking him if he goes to the Cubs Authentic store over there at Wrigley Field. If they even strike 3. So we ended up going about 6 pitches. 6 pitches. So I lost by 3. I think it was Jorge Mateo. I'd probably pass for $200 on that one. I mean, Jorge Mateo, yeah, I think I'd probably. I mean, for me, I might be tempted to do it only because I don't go over there. But I mean, and I don't, and it's harder, obviously, for me to go back. Dodger Stadium, I have a decent chance to go back, but Baltimore, I don't. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say because Jorge Mateo would be a hard sell. Also, the other thing I like trying to look at is the batting helmets. I'll grab another beer in a second and check out the eBay sales. It's been pretty slow on the eBay sales. I'm gonna be honest here. Did not have a good weekend on eBay sales. Looks like Hatter took off. So, O's fan, I appreciate you being here because I timed out Hatter again and he took off. So, not really sure why they timed him out. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. They timed him out for something stupid. I mean, I've been known to time Hatter out for stupid reasons, but no, I don't know. As often as he comes on, that's partly why. If he only came on like once in a while, uh, I don't know. Maybe there's I really feel they're stealing my shtick. I'll be right back. I gotta get another beer. Plus, nobody's watching. All right, so, oh, who's the cute girl on Baltimore Network? Damn, she's cute. Okay, so it looks like the Cubs beat the Astros today. Looks like the Mariners beat the Rangers today. So I already mentioned the A's lost to the Yankees. Colton Cowser. Thought it was Colin Cowser. They had a bunch of those. A bunch of what? Jorge Mateo? I thought Jorge only had one head. All right, here we go. We got Cowser, Colton Cowser batting. Well, how much were the helmets? And did they have anybody? What, like, I'm just curious, like, what the starting price would be for the helmets. I now have two Oakland A's helmets. I have a Steven Piscotty helmet and a Mitch Moreland batting helmet, game used batting helmet, and those cost me $300. And I ended up with the Mitch Moreland helmet because I'll be honest, guys, I actually didn't remember that I had the Steven Piscotty helmet. So I was looking around in my memorabilia room and I saw the helmet, the A's batting helmet there, and I thought it was just another helmet. I thought it was the Mitch Moreland helmet, and it turned out it was the other one. So I have two Oakland A's batting helmets. So I doubt they'll be worth anything, especially when they move to freaking Montana and become the Montana A's. Looks like we have a Giants fan in. Yeah, it looks like we got a Giants fan here in Los Angeles at the Angels game who's wearing a Garcia jersey. When they become the Montana Athletics at this point, because I really don't I don't really know what's going on. I don't think they've officially got the word that they're moving to Vegas. They just say they're moving to Vegas. They're definitely going to Sacramento. I saw a Rushman for $1,000 or so. Holy shit! Yeah, that sounds about right. The one I want, man, if I could get it, and I know it's going to be costly, is a Mike Trout. I really would want a Mike Trout. $1,000 for an Adley Rutschman batting helmet, and I have a problem with that kind of shit because it's like these guys are like rookies or within the first couple of years of their career, and um, it is hard to pay that kind of me personally. It is hard for me to pay that kind of money for something when these guys aren't even proven or anything. That's why I don't like buying a lot of rookie cards. Ball in the dirt, ball got away, nobody's on base, so here comes umpire. I don't understand that. I really don't. Shane O'Mac. Oh, here we go. Okay. What the fuck is that, Hatter?
I don't have my webcam working right now.
You don't have your webcam?
No, I don't. I'm in my bedroom. My Mac Mini doesn't have a webcam for it.
Oh, okay.
So
Now I can't see you.
that's fine. Um, so the Dead Hat Chronicle guy. Um, I talk about dad hats on my channel, but he's got the whole dad hat and minor league mantra going. So you like him. He talks a lot about minor league teams.
Does he?
Had a lot of oh yeah, he had a lot of connections. You'd really enjoy his material, his podcasts, and all that. So he's
Why
in
did you find
Cleveland.
out? Because you said
So
the
he
Guardians got swept.
no, not that. It was so they're talking about they're kind so the other three guys with them they're kind of beating around the bush about like oh haven't seen where the Guardians play and they were kind of like joshing with him about Progressive Field. And like, what's that name? It's like, oh, the Flow Field, like Flow from Progressive,
Uh-huh.
the mascot, or like, oh, it's the State Farm State Field. And so I commented Game 7 Field in reference to Game 7 of the World Series in 2016. He's like, whoa, that's a low blow, Hatter. I'm like, I know, I just had to. So he
Okay.
put me in timeout.
So you got timed out for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's appropriate. I was sure it was gonna happen, but just had to go through that
Or
shtick.
have they ever timed you out before?
No,
So that was pretty tacky, I have to say.
it's fine. Ed and I get
That's
along
fine.
pretty
They're
well.
stealing my shtick. I'm supposed to time you out for stupid shit.
Hey,
You lead the league in timeouts for a reason.
I, I, I know I do.
In fact, I timed you out twice today.
I saw that. This time
I
I even
think
got a
I timed you out
message
twice.
saying that you've been put on timeout.
I wasn't sure if the second timeout went through.
Okay. No,
Okay,
I just
so you got
had,
timed out for that. Okay.
just had to hop on here just for a few moments to explain the story.
All right. And then who are the Bears drafting?
Caleb Williams and it'd be
Wait,
nice
who?
to
Who?
Caleb Williams, USC
You-
quarterback.
And that's going to solve all their problems. They're not going to draft Drake Mayo. May or Mayo?
Um,
Carolina.
May,
May.
and there have been too many uh, mock drafts to give me hope that Marvin Harrison Jr. would fall to us, but we're probably gonna get Rome Adunza from Washington. That's still a good pickup.
What pick is that?
Uh, the ninth pick, but
So the
there's
Bears
some
have
other.
the Bears have the first and the ninth pick.
Correct. We have the first pick because of the trade with the Panthers from last year, and we have the ninth on our own crappy merit.
So you guys are going to get this dude to Dronze and Caleb Williams.
It'll be a start.
And how is Caleb Williams any different from Justin Fields?
Uh, he's not a running back.
He's not a running back. Did you hear my spiel earlier about how they should change the draft order?
No, I didn't actually.
You're going to love this.
Okay.
O's fan, you're hitting the sack. Why? Do you have to go to work? I wanted you to come on to talk about your Baltimore Orioles, you asshole. That's okay. Good night. Good night. I said that they need to change the draft order so we can stop all this tanking and stop ruining players' careers. And the best team in the NFL should have the number one pick. And goes down from there. So if you win the Super Bowl, you get the number one pick. And if you're one of the worst teams in the NFL, you get the lowest pick of the first round. And then in the second round, the worst team gets the worst team would get the first pick of the second round. That way, you don't worry about tanking, and that the player that gets drafted in the first rounds will have a few years to develop correctly. Because if you hadn't seen, the Jets are already trading their player Zach Wilson to the Broncos, and they already ruined his career. Why is that not something being looked at?
You
Not that
know,
agreed upon.
the thing about the development, I'm not totally with, but
Wait, what?
I'm not on exactly on board with that idea because of the development part. But I like that it would prevent tanking. That discourages it. It's not too crazy.
Because don't you think, hey, if I want to hire a pick, I got to try to win some games here. I can't be tanking. I can't be the Jacksonville Jaguars and or whoever. Jacksonville, no, yeah, Jacksonville, right? Was really bad last year, right?
Them
Where,
Panthers,
where was it? The Panthers.
Panthers,
Okay, Panthers, where they couldn't even give away tickets for free. Basically, they had a empty ass stadium because they were basically tanking, right?
right?
And what pick did they end up with? The 2 or 3?
For for this year,
Yeah.
the Panthers were the worst team in the league, so they got the number one pick. But because they traded last year with the Bears, we have that pick now.
Oh, okay. So who did what? So when do they pick though?
They won't probably pick until the second round.
Oh, really? But who did they trade? Who did they trade to the Bears to give up the number one pick?
DJ Moore,
Who's that?
wide receiver.
Well, it obviously did
They-
nothing for them. Who did they get in return?
Well, Panthers botched last year's number one draft pick with Bryce Young.
Oh, that's right. They got Bryce Young, the quarterback. That's right. That's right.
Uh-huh.
But okay, I mean, that just solidified my part. In 5 years, Bryce Young, who maybe could have been a decent quarterback because he was decent in college, he's going to be on another team and he's going to suck because he had 5 years of pitiful development.
Right.
Why are you so tired? You
Uh,
work
I was it was just a long day.
from what?
I put myself through mental strains of job applications I know won't get received or uh, considered.
Why you,
Went through more cleaning in my room to organize um, the crap that I have everywhere,
wait, back
and
up. Why are you not
not.
giving yourself credit for your job applications that you filled out?
Oh no, I filed them. I sent them out, but just like they're not going to get considered. They're not going to get reviewed.
Why do you say that?
I'm still at Best Buy, and
But
I'm
why do you
trying to
say
find
they're
two.
not going to get reviewed? I don't get that.
I don't know. No one's smart enough or desperate enough to hire me.
I tell you should get a job at the hospital. I don't know why you don't do that.
Well, there's too many needles at the hospital already.
Too many what?
Too many needles at the hospital already.
God, who gives a shit? I don't understand that. Who cares? So you're supposed to not get a good job just because your mom and sister work there?
It's not the area.
But Best Buy is?
I I mean,
You don't want to be
trust
in
me, I've tried.
healthcare, huh? You just don't want to
I
be in healthcare, huh?
yes.
What kind of jobs are you applying for then? Why aren't you applying for like jobs that you want to be in?
I am, but
What kind of jobs did you apply for?
I've been applying for the paralegal, legal administrative. I've even applied for a job with two jobs with the sorry, no, three jobs with the Cubs. One for part-time seasonal tour guide, just
Oh, that'd be
because
good.
there were two other positions that were very similar about like an assistant in the intergovernmental or community affairs department with the Cubs. And that seemed really perfect, but they didn't email me.
I like the one
I've
about the tour guide. How could you not get the one about the tour guide?
Well, they never got back to me. I've looked at working at like a university, working at like at where I went to school, Concordia, but being an above and beyond student, doing band, doing student government, and actually making a difference on campus means nothing. I wasn't just an average commuter student. I actually, stayed on campus and wanted to make it a better place and actually invest time in there. Same thing with Harper, but no one ever gets back to me from Harper. There's other schools that I've applied to, but it's always thank you for your application, but we've decided to move on with a different candidate.
Well, I'll tell you not to get frustrated or get discouraged, but I've been there. I know that feeling. That's why I'm not working at Kaiser still. And that's why I'm working at a senior living facility. So, which now my new position is resident care coordinator,
Good.
which I don't know what it means yet because I haven't officially started yet.
Well, it'll be something.
Well, I went from a caregiver to a med tech, so I passed out the meds to now a resident care coordinator.
Huh.
And I make less than minimum wage. Actually, I'm supposed to get a raise, but I'm not really sure if that took effect yet.
Huh.
But you shouldn't get discouraged.
Well, I shouldn't feel special because a lot of other people, either around my age or just in general, have had a crappy time in this job market. So I shouldn't feel special.
Well, I mean, what are you talking about the job market? You're technically working,
I mean, looking job market.
but you're working.
Yeah,
Technically, you shouldn't be looking, right?
I should be looking for a place that can have a sustainable wage where I can move out and not listen to the Bickersons every day.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you don't move out. I mean, minor leagues moved out twice. And we make less money over here than you do. You know that, right?
The cost of living just as bad.
Cost of living over there is cheaper.
Mm.
Dude, Jay came over here, dude. He nearly shit his pants when he saw the price of gas. He goes back home and it's like $2.47. Do you work tomorrow?
Yep,
What time?
12:30.
Oh, you gotta go till 8?
12:30 to 9.
Whoever Tully crits, well, the O's go 3 up, 3 down this inning. Tully crits. I don't know who Tully crits are. Tully crits. If you want to donate $1 to the stream, you can. I will say they don't go up 3 down, 3 up, 3 down. I think somebody's gonna get on base, and so no, so they're gonna.
Don't donate $1. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to because YouTube takes about 30 cents of it, so it's okay. So they will not go 3 up, 3 down against Carlos Esteva, who's got a 3 ERA. He's pitched only 6 innings, 5K, 0 walks, 190 opponent batting average, 6 games, 3 and 4 on the save opportunity. So that means he's blown a couple of games here. We're in the top of the ninth. We're gonna get a runner on here. So let's stay tuned to see if we get one runner on. Now, if they get a runner on and a double play happens, that's not my fault. Well, would that now, Hatter, would that technically be 3 up, 3 down if they get a runner on, but then the double play happens, and then I guess it would be, huh? Technically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, technically, okay. But we're gonna go. All right, Thule. Yes. Okay. Yes, we're all in agreement. That would technically be 3 up, 3 down. Thule, I got a runner getting on. We're getting 4 batters up here. We got Jackson Holiday up here. And I think this is probably how we're going to end the show because Hatter's tired. Shane O'Mac, who actually wanted to come in to talk a little bit about the Orioles. Jay, I was hoping to come in, but it's okay. So let's see if we can win this bet here at the end, because I lost on the last bet. I said that Garcia was going to only pitch 3 pitches, and then he was pitching 6. We got Jackson Holiday. Let's see if he can get on base here. Ooh, that was a nice frame job there. I don't think that was really a strike. I think that was more of a frame job strike.
Your Giants made me money tonight.
Yeah, how did that go?
So,
oh, hang on. What do you think of the Caitlin Clark? My spiel on Caitlin Clark ruining women's basketball for endorsements. Do you kind of agree with what I'm saying there?
Hold on. There's someone.
Damn it!
I saw it on Instagram that someone put together 3 legs of betting on 3 games not to have a home run in them, and they won huge. They turned like $10 into like $10,000. This is insane. So, trying to do penny bets on dime bets on the same kind of idea. So I bet on basically every game today, about 10 cents to not hit a home run. And the Giants. So this is dime stuff, but it'll add up. So I put 20 cents down.
The Giants went like 5 games recently without a home run.
So I put 20 cents down for no home runs with the Giants and Mets, and that turned to 84 cents. I had 15 cents at the Blue Jays and Royals. Wouldn't go yard.
Oh, that's a home run right there.
I got 98 cents. So I won a little bit today. So,
how much?
Would have been nice if some other bets hit, but
wait. So you won 98 cents?
No. Well, partly 98.
What?
So I won $1.82 today.
Out of how much? Damn it! Damn it! Oh man, I'm down 2-0. Damn, Tooley. Damn. Okay, here we go. My last talk. This guy's got to get on base. Santander. Anthony Santander. This is my last guy here. No, Adley Rutschman is up. Okay. He's got, oh, I'm fucked. He's already got like 3 singles and a fielder's choice, or F8. He's 3 for 4. I'm fucked. I'm fucked no matter how I look at it.
Just to do a quick rundown, the Nuggets and Knicks will play in the finals, and the Oilers for the NBA, and then the Oilers and Rangers will play in the Stanley Cup finals.
Orioles and who?
Oilers and New York Rangers. Rangers will win the cup.
You're not going with Vegas, huh?
Well, I put some money down for the Rangers to win.
Oh man, we're down.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Through this stat I saw, like a thing that in '94, the Rangers won the President's Trophy, best record in the NHL, and the Knicks that year got 2nd seed in the East.
Woo!
And the Knicks went on to the NBA Finals, and the Rangers won the cup.
You're going off your '94 hunch, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I kind of like that. I like that.
So $5 will turn into about $500 if it hits.
Oh, you put an actual bet on it?
I'm like, I'm pissing money away. I might as well just, piss it more away.
But you're doing these parlays, huh?
Yeah, kind of. I'm all around.
Oh, damn it! Tooley won the bet. Tooley won the dollar donation to my channel. Adder, I suck. I lost.
Yeah, same. All right.
Let me see what else is on real quick.
Toodles.
Where are you going?
To bed.
Are you going to bed?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Everybody, good night. See you later.